Well, we shift our attention to the outdoor game coming up this weekend. It's at the Air Force Academy. It'll be between the Colorado Avalanche and the Los Angeles Kings, part of the Stadium Series for the NHL. These games are always outstanding. This is going to be a unique situation at a service academy. We had one at the Naval Academy a couple years ago, which was tremendous. So I'm looking forward to this. You guys have played in multiple outdoor games. What makes them so special, Sharpie? How many did you play in?
I played in two Winter Classics, the Wrigley Field one and the one in Washington, the baseball stadium, and then in Soldier Field was a Stadium Series game. So 3 outdoor games total, and things were moving fast there for the Blackhawks from 2010 to 2015, and events like this were ones that we got our money's worth. We enjoy the experience. Make sure you have your family and friends at the game. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, even though we got to do 3 of them. The Hawks even played 2 more after I was retired playing. So it's cool, though. It brings you back to being a kid playing outside. It's a different feel. One thing I did notice was the noise. There was a delay from the crowd before you hear it on the ice.
The crowd's so far away from the ice, right?
Exactly. You score some goals or somebody scores on the ice, and all of a sudden there's that 2-3 second delay and the place goes nuts. It's cool. I mean, I don't think my record was very good in those games, but had a lot of fun, and my memories are all pretty special.
I played in one, and I was healthy scratched for one, so I had the best seat in the house. So I've done both. I was healthy scratched for the game where Sidney Crosby ran into David Steckel, right. Very infamous. And then I played in one at Dodger Stadium with the Anaheim Ducks against the Kings. And until I ended up winning the Stanley Cup, my team ended up winning the Stanley Cup, it was the coolest hockey experience of my life. Dodger Stadium with 50,000 people. It was hot. You could see the palm trees in the background. The USC band was playing. And it sort of, at this time, it sort of showed that Southern California hockey was taking off. It was the crown jewel of hockey in Southern California at this point. And it was so special. We won 3-0. All I wanted to do was score a goal so I could go around the bases and do the Gibson pump where he's hobbling around. But I scored 20 career goals, and it just wasn't happening.
It wasn't happening that night. Well, I mentioned we did have the one at the Naval Academy a couple years ago, and it was so special and really unique. I mean, you go into different ballparks, you go into different stadiums. It's one thing. We were at the Cotton Bowl for New Year's Day this year, Sharpie, with the Dallas Stars and the Nashville Predators. But there's something special about the Service Academy and the pomp and circumstance around these games. I'm excited to go to the Air Force. I haven't been to the Air Force Academy, the only one of the 3 service academies I have not been to yet. But, we're going to get a chance to tour the campus beforehand and really get an idea of how these cadets live. I know Rutledge Wood has some great things in store for us this weekend. I think he's going up in a plane. I'm not going to give away too much, but these are the types of things that only a service academy can provide for our coverage.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. Every one of these outdoor games, whether it's the Winter Classic or the Stadium Series, provides a different element. And just coming off the Texas one in Dallas, that was pretty cool, right? We had pig races going on in the infield. Lots of Texas County Fair was
Ferris wheel. You and I will not be on a Ferris wheel this game. I can guarantee you that.
We're not going on a plane.
We're not going on a plane. No fighter jets. I've been there, done that. No, we're good. I'm done with the heights.
It'll be fun though. Hopefully the weather's going to hold off and be nice, because that's always the biggest thing. Sun was the biggest thing for me. I don't know about what you felt about it. I didn't care about the wind or the snow that was coming down. The sun, the brightness was always a factor for me.
Our game was at night, so that didn't affect me, but the heat. We're spoiled NHL players. We want it. The ice needs to be perfect. The temperature needs to be perfect. So I was dying in the Southern California heat, even at night. The whole team, we were prepared for sort of cold weather, and we were all just sweating profusely the whole time. So that was the big difference for me.
Yeah, there's always a challenge for players. Let's talk about the matchup in this game, though, because you've got a Kings team that's had a tough season, but an Avs team that is really one of the better teams out west. However, Nazem Kadri now out indefinitely with an injury for him. We've been talking about the injuries throughout the podcast. Colorado, this is a big 2 points for them, Sharpie. I mean, this is a very, very tight Western Conference.
And they got to get back on track. All season long, I've been pumping their tires, thinking they're a team in the West that's going to go on a deep playoff run. Nazem Kadri is an interesting player. I think Toronto misses him, a little bit of his aggressive play down the center ice position, and he was a huge benefit for the Colorado Avalanche. Gave them a different element. You got the speed and power of McKinnon, Rantanen, Landeskog, that top line, and then Kadri can kind of play that defensive role and also chip in with 30 goals a year. That's not a bad player to have. We'll see how they react without him. They've been banged up a little bit this year, but they are a fun team to watch, and they got a ton of star power. Cale Makar on the back end. Are you kidding me?
He's
Like,
fun to watch.
The confidence that he has coming out of college to be able to do some of the things that he's doing at the NHL level is special to watch. So, and LA too, this is a cool moment for them. They got a lot of older players that have had great careers, and they will always remember this outdoor game as well.
I think the altitude's going to be a huge factor. Colorado is used to playing in Denver, Mile High. They're used to playing with this speed. LA is not a team that's fleet of foot to begin with. You're going up to Colorado Springs. I think it's going to be a big factor, and I hope they get there early and get adjusted.
Yeah,
I don't miss
right.
that feeling.
Not one bit.
We're going to get there early. Sharpie's on his way there now. We're going to get there early and
I
get
got
adjusted
Obi-Watch
too. Yeah,
already.
you got Obi watch. We got pucks to watch. Okay, well, it is an 8 o'clock Eastern puck drop on NBC on Saturday night at the Air Force Academy. We're looking forward to that one. Hope you'll tune in and join us.